O Bard is a 1977 poem by the British writer Philip Larkin. Born in 1922, Larkin graduated with first-class honours from Oxford University in 1943, and he spent virtually the whole of the rest of his life working as a librarian in Hull. He never married, he wrote 2 novels, and he was the Daily Telegraph's jazz critic in the 1960s. In 1984, he declined the post of Poet Laureate. He died a year later at the age of 63. It can be argued that he was unlucky not to have been born on the European continent, since many of his poems are profound, sometimes iconoclastic meditations on the human condition. Had he been French, he might nowadays be considered the equal of Baudelaire, Rimbaud, or Verlaine. Since he was born in England, he's chiefly remembered as a misery chops and the man who said sex began in 1963. He began writing O Bard in 1974, but was inspired to finish it by the death of his mother in November 1977. It appeared in the Times literary supplement a month later, just in time to ruin a few Christmas dinners, as he put it. It's a long reflection on the inevitability of death, and for the poet himself, since he was a thoroughgoing atheist, the horrifying prospect of eternal annihilation. He later offhandedly described it as an inner funk about death poem. A bard is a medieval French term for a genre of verse that greets the dawn, but Larkin gives it a grim twist, awakening at 4 o'clock in the morning to soundless dark. In time, the curtain edges will grow light, he tells us. Till then, I see what's really always there, unresting death, a whole day nearer now, making all thought impossible, but how and where and when I shall myself die. Verse 2 is probably the most powerful, however the whole thing is relentless, and it's only very short. It ends with the arrival of the dawn's light and the resumption of the workaday world. Work has to be done. Postmen, like doctors, go from house to house. Apparently, waking up at 4 a.m. with a sense of impending doom is a common experience, so this poem may well contain a strong autobiographical element. However, Larkin gives this particular episode such a strong existential gloss that it utterly transcends its possible origin in biography. Like all poems, you've really got to read it.